Hey guys, how we doing? It's time for a 15 plus 10, not done one in a while. Been playing a lot of Blitz, and Blitz is going really well, so I just thought let's see what we get. Okay, we've got a Sicilian. Let's pour a cup of coffee, and we're going for the Black Bardema. No, we're not. Smith Morra Gambit. It's a funny old time at the moment. Weather's really weird here. Okay, opponent's raised to 1563. He's having a good think. Okay. So yeah, having a good run on Blitz. I'm like 1560 in Blitz. I'm higher in Blitz than I am in Rapid at the moment. Okay, so we've given up a pawn, but in return, we've got a pawn in the centre and a developed knight. Also potentially got this, we've got the completely open c-file. Opponent is from Belgium by the look of it. Okay, knight comes out, we play the opposite knight. It's now calling it an open Sicilian, funnily enough. Opponent's thinking about his moves. So the normal continuation here is bishop c4. Alright, now, with this, I think it's just bishop c4. That's a potential attacking idea. e6, a6 are common here, okay. Do we have this? If takes, check, win the bishop back. I think we do. Let's go for it. Hang on, so bishop there. King takes, knight g5 check, king has to move, and then we win the bishop, surely. Seems normal. The only other legal move is this. Okay, there we go. So we've just won ourselves a pawn. Now I could take out the knight. Not a huge benefit to that because the king's already been forced to move. This isn't playable because knight can take. What about e5? Can't do that because bishop takes bishop. e5, pawn can't take. If knight takes, I can take with check. Let's do it. Pawn's pinned by the queen. This is a strong position. Again, this doesn't work because bishop takes. Bishop takes, I just lose the pawn. Now if he takes the knight, is that a problem? He takes the knight, attacks my queen. There we go. I have a check. That forces the king back to one of these squares. Or do I just simply take here? He can then win the pawn back. Or he can actually play this and fork queen and bishop. So maybe that wasn't the best move. Check, king moves, I get the bishop back. My bishop is well lodged with this good pawn as well in his face. If I take the bishop, he simply takes the pawn. I don't see any real reason to do that. So there, let's say king moves, I take back. Knight can still come to here. Let's go down this route, see what happens. King has to go here or here. I'm going to win the bishop. King goes here though, actually I've got a knight check. That one doesn't work because bishop can take the knight. And I'm down a piece. King can't go there and can't take the pawn. So there are only two legal moves. Okay, now, is there any benefit to this move? Giving check, again king can't go there, there stays. Now what if the king comes here and attacks the knight? I don't know, I feel like I have to take the bishop. I still have the option of knight takes. I've got both squares are now available. Okay. So it's a nice square for the knight. Also gives my queen options to move. So let's say I'll give check here. You can't stay there. The king comes forward. I can move the knight with check, but then my queen's still on prise. Check here. He can't move. No, he can't move to here. Check there. King comes forwards. No, he can't come forwards. Check here. King comes here, attacking the knight. There then. Centralized knight. King comes forwards. King comes forwards, I've got a double check with knight back to here. What are the options? Queen in, followed by knight check. Feels quite good. You might just take my bishop then. I get this, I'm attacking the knight. Knight will come back to there. I can take it out if I want to. Let's play the queen in. Feels like this could be a good learning game. Oh. Was not expecting that. Okay, my queen's under attack again. Can't go there, can't stay there. So the light squares are out. That square's out. I have a check here. What if I check again with the knight? King has this, then I have that. Also open up the C file a bit. There. King's only got 3 moves. Okay, so knight here. Let's say the king does come forwards. I have this. My Queen's still on pre's. Need to remember that. It's good to develop with tempo as well still, so. King here. Okay, so king's run away. So I have to put my queen on a dark square, really. And I'm out of good checks. Could come here. That feels useful. I think I'd like to castle my king. Get my rooks involved. We've got to do something with this c-file. Even bishop here. There's a double attack on a7. I think I need to add this bishop takes f7 into my collection. Got a whole study on that sacrifice there, which isn't really a sacrifice, it's played properly. Because my queen's on a light square now, these knights can't move with a threat to the queen. I'm kind of expecting this, but it does take out black's best piece right now. Queen here might be playable, but then I have this. All right. That looks pretty good. Don't really want to block the c-file again, so I'm thinking about knight here. This knight covers that square, which would otherwise be kind of winning. Castles soon. Maybe my bishop could come out with the idea of capturing this knight, and then that just wins because this pawn's pinned. And that's a royal fork. It's unstoppable. This bishop's horrible, this rook's horrible, this rook's horrible. This queen can't come out to here. Queen there's possible, but then that's met with bishop d2 with tempo. That doesn't work. Not really. I used 5 minutes already. Okay. I think castles now, right? And I can develop my bishop. Play rook c1. My hunch is just get the king to safety. Too worried about a knight coming in here. They can't anyway, it's be 3 jumps. Something like this. Rook ac1. This rook's immovable. This bishop's trapped. Okay. Having a go at my knight. Bishop out. Looks good. Connects the rooks. Takes. My king's nice and safe. His king is far from safe. Queen has to defend the knight. Thinking of knight takes, bishop takes. And both my rooks are going to come flying in. Probably rook a1. Huh. Takes, queen takes. He might also have ideas of this. So I could just do that actually. Pins this pawn as well. But then this knight actually hangs. So what about takes with check, queen here. Takes a check, queen here. Rook ac1 hitting the queen. Queen from there can't come in with mate. This bishop's actually doing nothing right now, other than just being a thorn in his side. Now, can I bring my rook in? Or do I just play my bishop to here, maybe? Pinning this pawn on the king. Now, if rook ac1, try and trade off, that's not going to be great for black. Queen defends this bishop, but I'd really love to keep that bishop on the board. So rook ac1, where's that queen going to go? Not here. Not any of these. So she's got this square. Nothing on the c-file, that's out. That's not good, and that's losing. I think it's a tempo move. And this doesn't come with check, so we're okay. So let's bring the rook out. Bishop in there would be nice, actually. Still might kick the knight. I don't know. I'd still like to save this bishop. Bishop in. Or even queen in. Okay, he's trying to trade off queens. If I do this, I'm threatening to come in, forces the king here. If I do this, he's got to take there. I feel like I should have had a more convincing attack here, but if I trade, yeah, he's got double isolated pawns on the b-file. I have the bishop pair. His other rook is out of action. I take, he takes. I'm going to save my bishop, probably putting it here. Well, that's a little bit on the passive side. Could even just stick it in there. The bishop in here, he just lifts his rook and pushes me away, but then I've got this. Okay, I think that's my best option. He hasn't got time to take the bishop. Okay, so I'm thinking bishop here looks quite good. Maybe to there. Forces the king here in front of the rook. Oh, I've got hanging pawn, missed that. Having said that, here, if he takes the pawn, check pretty much forces the king onto a7, because otherwise I win a pawn for free with a discovered check. And then drop my bishop back probably. If he takes the pawn, I have this, this. That forces the rooks off. Possibly with checkmate, actually. So is that actually a trap? Check, king here. So his king and rook are on there. There, if he takes, I think that's mate, because my bishop guards. Okay, so he's done that. He's done that idea. Okay, do we still have this then? This loses a pawn. Alright, so he's thought better of that. Bishop's a little bit trapped here, actually. So something like this, that. Definitely. I mean, getting a rook on the back rank just completely ties down those two pieces. Alright. Okay, so I don't think I want to take his rook, because pawn takes. So here then. Rook takes, rook takes. I'm threatening bishop in here, and then rook there is mate again, using this pawn. Does that win a pawn? What about takes? Takes. Here. King can then go there. Bring my other rook out. Bishop e8. Rooks trade. How does he save this pawn? I don't think he does. Trade rooks, still a threat of this mate. Not afraid of the knight coming in, it's too far away. That is a potential mate in two. Okay, he wants to get his bishop out, but has he neglected this? How does he stop checkmate now? That's checkmate, right? He has to play king here. Then I have bishop there. Wow. He resigns. Wow. Wow, wow. Good game. Okay, let's analyse. Did I come off the boil there somewhere? Looking for accuracy in the 70s. 65. Okay, well, we're never worse. That's not bad. Alright, so, and no blunders from me, one blunder from black. Quite inaccurate though, 7 inaccuracies. Let's go through. Book. There we go, there's a blunder. That's the blunder. Okay, so we're going to record that one. Not best. I mean, he's just... Well, he's not technically, he's not losing a piece there. Okay, he says I should have developed a piece. Okay. But I guess queen takes bishop is just best. Yeah, 2 pawns better. So really, yeah, lodging my bishop here with the pawn, although they're defending each other, didn't really help me in that game. Not much. That bishop really had to bide its time until later. King starts to run away. Now we recapture. Should have gone in with the knight. Now I go in with the knight and it says that was wrong. Okay. Because... Okay. But really just a very good position. Okay, let's work through a bit more. Castles is best here. Good. Again inaccurate. Pin the knight. And That's a mistake. Saying allow black to trade, and then that just opens up files on either side of the file that the king's on. And that's inaccurate. Wow. So it's put me at 1300 here. Best move. Oh, what? That is a big difference. That is a big difference. That's a good move, right? Okay. So, not bad in all. I'm +5 at this point, and that's inaccurate again. Jeez. Saying rook there, force the king here, and then pulling the bishop back. The idea of coming around and kind of triangulating on there. Bishop back. Okay, so let's see. Plays knight e5, best move. Yeah, bishop d4 is check, and that forces the king. Oh, king a6 is just mate. Let's just take out the knight. Okay. Okay. So, lots of little learning points from that in terms of accuracy, but what I'm pleased about is the bishop sack and spotting that pattern. Brilliant move. I'll take that. But still loving the Smith Morra, absolutely. Not the Black Mardima, of course. Yeah, onwards and upwards. Okay, all good. And I'm now, 1536. See if I can get to 1600 in Rapid and Blitz. I've never been 1600 in Blitz. I have in Rapid momentarily. But yeah, things are feeling quite good there. But yeah, still need to sharpen the old teeth a little bit. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.